February is American Heart Month, and a Webb City woman is telling her story of how a pacemaker saved her life 30 years ago. KOIM Shagun Bamidele has more.
When she was 15 years old, Amy Quinn was dressing for school one morning in 1993 when she dropped unconsciously in the kitchen due to a heart spell called neurocardiogenic syncope, a condition that impacts the heart's rhythm and can cause fainting spells. Amy says the event and diagnosis were terrifying.
But the fear on my parents' face probably accelerated my fear because they were obviously terrified that their 15-year-old was having these issues. And then I remember being in the hospital prior to implantation and praying a lot and knowing that this is a big deal even for a 15-year-old girl.
When Amy was rushed to the hospital, she was treated by Dr. John Cox, a childhood doctor who inserted a pacemaker to help control the heartbeat.
Pacemakers can stimulate the heart in either the upper chambers or the lower chambers, and most commonly we implant devices that have the capacity to do both.
With several technological advances over the years, Dr. Cox tells me how he has seen the pacemaking technology change from when he puts one in his youngest patients in 1993 till today.
The initial pacemakers were large, hockey puck size things, and they're now down to a pretty small device that doesn't really stick out very much.
Now, after 30 years of living with a pacemaker, Amy is a caregiver, treating people herself.
That I was in and out of the hospital so much as a child that working in healthcare just was second nature to me. And so giving back and working in healthcare is just a part of who I am, you know, and educating. I connect a lot with, so I work with a lot of elderly folks and I connect with them when I see that they have a pacemaker. I say, oh, I have a pacemaker too. And that, you know, that usually breaks the ice and we have a conversation.
Reporting in Joplin, Shagun Bamidele, KOM News.
According to the CDC, heart disease is the leading cause of death for women in the United States.